This is Warzone Jones, and this is my video review of the Stone Cold DVD, The Bottom Line. Now, Steve Austin has had plenty of other DVDs and old VHS tapes of his career, but this is the best representation of his career. This DVD is a great DVD. It has a great documentary. It's a great documentary. That's what the old DVD, the other Stone Cold DVD, was missing. It was a documentary. They didn't have a documentary, but this one has an actual documentary. So this is the best. I would actually say the best documentary that represents Stone Cold Steve Austin's career, from WCW to ECW to all the things that he did in the WWE. This DVD basically reflects on anything that was great in Steve Austin's moment. It shows you why Steve Austin, why he is the greatest superstar ever in the WWE, quite possibly in the history of the business. Stone Cold Steve Austin is the greatest superstar, not necessarily wrestler, but I would say he was one of the best wrestlers. But as far as his star power, his star power can match anybody. Think of any wrestler in the history of the business. It doesn't matter who it is. His star power can match anybody. Hell, Vince McMahon even said it himself that Stone Cold Steve Austin was the greatest WWE champion ever. And I actually will agree with that. He might just be. So let's talk about the DVD more. Now, in the beginning of the DVD, they talk about WCW, the things he did in WCW, the politics that he had to fight to make it to the top of WCW. You had guys commenting on the things that he did with WCW or with Paul Heyman. Paul Heyman was in his DVD. So he talked about his run with Paul Heyman. He talked about his tag team run with the Hollywood Blondes with Brian Pillman, and he just talked about. They talked about some of the matches he had with Ricky Steamboat, another legend. And then they went on from that. He got fired from WCW. They let him go. Then he went in ECW. They talked about his run and all his promos in ECW. They all were great. Especially that first promo he did about him getting fired. That was a really, really great promo. And then they went on from there. He went on from the WWE. They talked about when he first came to WWE and he was doing the Ringmaster gimmick, which a lot of people say why was he doing the Ringmaster gimmick? That was nothing like he was doing in ECW or even WCW. So they gave him the Ringmaster gimmick. They put him with Ted DiBiase, and how it really wasn't working out for him. He said, that's not really me. And let's be honest, that's not Stone Cold. But eventually he did the Stone Cold thing where he was sticking up his middle finger, stunning guys left and right, swearing, basically raising hell. And eventually going on from that to becoming the WWE champion of the world. They went through it all. The thing with Mike Tyson, the thing with Shawn Michaels, his feuds with The Rock. Why when he took his ball home and he left. I remember hearing that Vince McMahon came out on Raw that one time and he said Stone Cold Steve Austin took his ball and he went home. And now we know the real reason why. He didn't want to lose to Brock Lesnar. So they explained that in the reason. So he didn't want to lose to Brock Lesnar, basically because they talked about how he felt like he was losing his spot in the company. Steve Austin was feeling like he wasn't the number one guy anymore. He was very upset that he wasn't in the main event at that one WrestleMania where The Rock had faced Hulk Hogan. He felt like that should have been his spot. He felt like he should have been the guy facing Hulk Hogan in the very last match at WrestleMania. Because ever since Austin was the top guy, he's been, the last match. He's been the main event. He felt like he should have been in that spot, and he felt like it was an insult to him once again that he was wrestling Scott Hall instead of being in the main event of WrestleMania. And that, they went on from there. That they talked about, his movie The Condemned. They talked about the things he did in Tough Enough. We all know Steve Austin was great in Tough Enough. Tough Enough was a really good show. At least that's what I thought. And this DVD was a really good DVD. Good DVD nonetheless. I would say bad for, because it's Stone Cold Steve Austin. You love Steve Austin. You watch Steve Austin. There's no way in hell why you shouldn't see this DVD. This was a good DVD nonetheless. This is Warzone Jones. I'm out.